Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be making a little sketch for you guys just off the top of my head, and if I have time, ink and color it as well. I don't draw as much as I would like to, so I'm kind of forcing myself to by making a video about it. I don't really have any plans as for what I want to do. I guess I'll just go ahead and start off with something easy and maybe recognizable like Sailor Moon or something, and then see where it goes from there. Also, bear with me with this setup. My camera is perched pretty precariously, and the angle might make the drawing look a little bit weird, but I'll try and show it to the camera in a more straight-on fashion as we get going. Okay, so I guess I'll just start. There's not really much more intimidating than a blank page, but yeah. Well, let's go ahead and go with that Sailor Moon idea, I guess. Alright, just start right in the middle then. Here we go. I'm using some thicker textured paper, so hopefully it makes some nice noises. I'll try to do some talking through what I'm drawing, but at least in the beginning, it's hard to concentrate and talk at the same time. I kind of start all drawings out with like a little figurine looking thing just to get the basics, unless I'm doing like a really quick sketch. Typically, before I do like a serious piece of artwork, I'll do a sketch and then like trace over it on another piece of paper with a light box. But for this one, I'm just gonna probably wing it. Usually the extra step of tracing the drawing onto a new piece of paper helps me by I get to kind of see if there's any flaws and hopefully fix them before it gets too late. Well, let's just keep going. Like I said, my anatomy on this one might not be 100% because I won't be going back to fix as many flaws as I would like, but that's okay. As long as you guys realize it's kind of a sketch. Maybe I'll just cover some stuff up, distract you with Sailor Moon style sparkles. Speaking of Sailor Moon, I actually bought the entire reprinted book series in Japanese when they redid it a few years ago. It was probably like a decade ago now. And I was thinking about doing an ASMR video, like me reading them in Japanese and then maybe in English as well, like doing a little translation, if you guys would like that. Currently they are packed away from when we moved, but I will try and find them sometime soon. And I'm definitely going for more like a comic book style Sailor Moon with this one instead of like a complete shoujo manga. Just because I found myself drawing more comic styles lately. It also looks like on this paper I'm kind of transferring some of the pencil. I haven't worked with this paper in a long time. Oh, all of a sudden her butt looks kind of long. Not sure what's up with that. I think this needs to be higher up. Well, I'll deal with that part later. Instead, let's make her look a little bit more Sailor Moon. It might be nice if she had a head, right? Now, I don't know if I want to do her as Sailor Moon or Princess Serenity. I very much like the dress of Princess Serenity, the like white flowy fabric. Yeah, I think I might go with that instead. Try not to make her head too big and anime-like, but I'm kind of running off the paper. Whoopsies! I guess that's why I should have drawn the head first. Oh well. All an experiment doing this on camera and stuff. Also, I have no idea how long this is going to be. Also, did I mention I don't really like when people watch me draw? I don't know. Just never really enjoyed it, so this is definitely a little bit out of how I normally do art, but we'll see how it goes. I think her head needs to be leaning back a little bit more. I'm kind of thinking I'll have her like holding the Maboroshi no Ginzuisho, the I think in the English they called it Millennium Crystal, but it means like legendary silver crystal. I think she needs a longer neck too for Sailor Moon. If the video gets too long, I might just separate it into 2 parts. We'll have to see. It normally doesn't take me too long to do a drawing, especially if I'm just skipping that step of, you know, fixing the flaws. Speaking of which, here you can kind of see where I'm at this point. Hopefully my camera likes to focus. It definitely looks skewed when you see it from this camera angle, but I couldn't really figure out a better way to film it while also being somewhat comfortable while I'm filming. The piece of paper itself is a lot farther away from me than I usually like. So I think since it's going to be my main motivation for drawing, I guess, Princess Serenity over Sailor Moon is because I like how silver her hair is. I mean, that's kind of obvious because my hair is silver right now. But yeah, it'd be fun if I do end up inking and coloring it all to do. So in the manga and anime, I don't know if they ever really I don't think they ever really resolved why the Moon Kingdom and the Earth Kingdom were fighting. So she was the original Princess Serenity was the princess of the Moon Kingdom, but Tuxedo Mask's older like counterpart, before he got like resurrected or whatever, was I believe the Prince of the Earth Kingdom, and she like watched him from the moon or whatever, and that's how I guess they met. So they weren't supposed to be together, but like I don't know if they were already warring states at that time. I think it had to do with the lady with the long hair whose name I can't remember, Nehelenia maybe, who, it's been obviously a long time since I read them. I think she did something, maybe she like possessed somebody and then they started to war. Not quite sure anymore. I guess if I end up doing that ASMR, I will refresh my memory. Did you guys ever watch Sailor Moon or read the manga? I know for a while there was some pretty bad English translations of it. I believe Viz Media had flipped the artwork. Instead of reading right to left like traditional Japanese, they made it more Western friendly and flipped the artwork, and they used a lot of the English dub names. And I think there might have been some censorship as well. I mean, there was never anything that bad in Sailor Moon, but occasionally there's a little bit of a nudity. Nothing like bad. It's just it, and nothing was too descriptive. It was just I don't know, pretty innocent nudity, from what I remember. Okay, so doesn't really look like her yet, but it will in just a second. Let's go ahead and give her some hair. I really like doing flowy shoujo manga style hair. But since I've been doing more like comic book style art, and by comic book style art I mean more like superhero comics recently, I haven't been doing quite the epic hair scenes and stuff. Oh, gotta give her the little crescent moon. And can't forget the dango. I'm not sure if drawing for, I guess, an audience is making me do better or worse. I definitely feel like it's turning out a lot less sketchy than how I would normally draw, but it could also be because of the paper. Like, I feel like it doesn't catch the pencil as well, if that makes sense. And obviously, it kind of rubs a little bit. Let me see if I can get a better angle on this. Well, I guess you can see what I'm up to at the moment. It's really hard to get it at an angle that doesn't look weird. But I'll definitely do like progress shots like that so you can kind of see. Maybe I need to watch some other ASMR drawing videos to see how they film. Oops, didn't realize my camera had cut off just then. Another fun experiment here. Apparently I've got to watch out for that. Yeah. I'm not sure how far out I want to take the hair on this side. Trying to balance it with what's over here. Let's see. That looks like almost it's too poofy. I don't know. Maybe bring it down here and then across. I'm sure the hair will change at some point before I finish this piece. Maybe I'll bring this one out a little bit. I like doing flowing hair, but at the same time I find it hard to get some balance, especially when she has kind of long straight hair. Though I know some of the depictions of Serenity, she has more like curly, wavy hair. Just have to see how it looks, I guess. Okay, well, that's alright for now, I guess. So I want her to be holding the Mamoroshi no Kinsuisho, but not really holding it, but it like be floating. So I guess it's time to tackle that hand. Let's see, it would be her right hand. Oh my gosh, look at my hand, it's so dirty. Let's see. So it's kind of gonna be like that, and it's gonna be like right here. Okay. Well, I'll just wing it and see how that goes. I'm trying to get better about hands, but I don't think it's many people's strong point or favorite thing to practice, just because they can be in so many different positions, you know? At least with like torsos and stuff, there's only so many different ways the human body can move. Well, without hurting itself. The way Naoko Takeuchi draws Sailor Moon, she always has really long, delicate fingers and limbs, so it feels kind of weird to be doing her in this style, but that's okay. I've seen a lot of fan art draw her in various different styles. That doesn't look quite right. Let's try this again. Kind of maybe like this, and then like that. Something. I don't know. How do hands even work? Don't want to spend too much time in this area in case you guys get bored. That's decent. Don't know. I think I'd rather have it like open thumb. Maybe like that. Yeah, I guess that looks more like she'd be kind of holding a floating object. Okay, well, not my best work. Of course, the added Camera pressure is another factor. Oh no, I am dirtying up this whole thing. Hold on, let me just erase some of this dirtiness from my hand. I know that I could put a piece of paper down to cover most of it so I don't like drag pencil everywhere, but I feel like that wouldn't be very fun to watch if 90% of the drawing was covered up. It's okay, I'm going to be inking it and such anyway, so. Also though, looks like she only has 4 fingers, but the other one would kind of be hidden back here, so. Anyway, so let's have the Maboroshi no Ginsuisho like right here. If I recall correctly, it's something of a bell shape. I might have to take a little research break to see some of the details of these items in her outfit. I know like 90% of the outfit, but might just want to double check it before I ink everything. Also not sure what I want to color it with. I really like using Copic markers, but they're pretty expensive, and I am out of a lot of pastel colors, which is how I think I would probably want to color this. I guess we'll just have to see. So I think that's probably it for this part of the sketch. I'm just going to do the dress now. Oh, here, you guys can see what I'm up to. Start at the bottom here. Oops. Alright, just making sure I'm still in the frame. Hope you end up liking this experiment, because I've been wanting to do some sort of art ASMR for a while. I guess my channel is kind of trending toward general nerdiness and ASMRs anyway. So what better way to kick that off than with some fan art, right? Plus, though I do enjoy the Pokemon videos, I'd like to have, I don't really want to become an entirely Pokemon channel. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, so let's get back to that outfit. So I think it's like there are circles that don't exactly connect, but then there's like other circles. If you look at a lot of the designs in the original manga, Naoko actually took or adapted designs from runways, like runway shows like Christian Dior and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. There are quite a few comparison photo posts that I've seen floating around. Also, judging by how slowly I'm going, I think I will have to split this up into maybe a drawing part and then like an inking and coloring parts. Would 3 parts be too much? I don't know. I want to stop it at a logical place, but I feel like 3 may be too much for just one drawing. Also, a lot of times, if there's a lot of repetitive details like this, I'll just skip it in the sketch stage and just fill it in when I ink. So if you see me getting a little bit lazy in here, that's definitely why. I know there are just a bunch of like details across the chest. Not entirely sure how it goes, but I know that it ends right around here. And I think it's not entirely consistent. I know the original anime was a bit different, and then how she originally drew the dress changed a little bit over time. Just going to do my best, I guess. I think there's like a line in there. Again, probably should have looked this up, but that's okay. Okay, that's pretty good. The rest is just kind of big and floofy down here with a bow in the back. But I want her arm to be like in front of it. Oh yeah, and she has like sleeves too, like poofy sleeves. I guess you don't really need to see too much of the bow. Do it a little bit on this side too. Yeah. Sometimes she also makes the dress somewhat transparent. Not sure how transparent I want to go here, but it would be nice to keep some of the anatomy work. Just gonna make some random folds. Not sure how far down on the paper I want to go, but I guess I'll just keep going a little bit. Though again, this is kind of a large piece, so if I don't end up using Copic markers, because I'm kind of low on ink in most colors, I guess I'll do watercolor, maybe colored pencils. Not too sure. Oops, better do the sleeves. I think they come out and go down like this. I know they're like not actually attached to the dress, which is kind of interesting. They like swirl out a little bit. Well, I think that's it. That's the sketch. So, hope you liked this part. Going to, let's see, how should I do this? I guess I don't really want to move the setup that I have right now, but I guess I have to, because I don't want there to be any like weird ness, I guess. I don't want the angle to be off, so here is the sketch for now. Hopefully this is a better angle. Nothing too fancy. Maybe I'll stick a moon or some clouds or something in the background. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this part. I guess I will be starting a new part when I ink it. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out. So I will see you when I ink this piece. Bye!